Some unconventional 1970s sci-fi movies didn't do well when they first premiered. But these odd films surprisingly stuck in our minds, even if they never reached cult status. Let's visit the neighborhood theater to see what I mean as we check out these 5 underrated sci-fi movies of the 1970s. Number 5, The Man Who Fell to Earth. Directed by Nicholas Roeg and starring David Bowie, Candy Clark, Rip Torn, Buck Henry, and Bernie Casey. An alien named Newton comes to Earth because his home planet is drought-ridden. He plans to bring water back to his family and his people. Along the way, Newton meets Mary Lou, with whom he bonds emotionally. All goes well as he builds a technological corporation to achieve his primary goal. Newton's plans to return home get sidetracked due to his interest in alcohol and his addiction to watching multiple televisions.
Tommy? Talk to me! I can't stand what's happening to you!
The film's saving grace is its imaginative plot, which is easy to follow as this rather sad character attempts to solve his complex dilemma. Number 4, God Told Me To. Directed by Larry Cohen and starring Tony LoBianco, Sandy Dennis, Sylvia Sidney, Sam Levine, Robert Dreyfuss, Mike Kellen, Richard Lynch, and Deborah Raffin. Detective Nicholas tries to talk down a man who shot 15 innocent people.
Can you tell me why you did this?
Yes. God told me to.
After hearing the same statement from various individuals who brutally attacked others,
Why did you pick up the knife?
God told me to. God told me to. God told me to.
a woman tells the detective that decades ago she was involved in an alien abduction and a shaft of otherworldly light impregnated her. This movie didn't do well in October 1976, so the producers renamed it Demon and premiered it again in March 1977. The result was a 2 out of 4 review from the New York Daily News. Regardless, it was difficult for this fascinating film not to get stuck in my mind.
You're afraid I'll find out, sir?
Number 3, Patrick. Directed by Richard Franklin and starring Susan Penhaligon, Robert Helpman, Robert Millenor, Bruce Barry, Julia Blake, Helen Hemingway, and Robert Thompson as Patrick. A newly hired nurse, Kathy, is assigned to a comatose patient who stares steadily.
Why haven't his eyes been sutured shut? Roger's instructions.
Although it's never explained how Patrick moved from murdering his mother and her friend to being in a coma for the past 6 years, the reason for keeping him alive is quite specific.
So Patrick is just a guinea pig to you?
No, Patrick, my dear girl, is a very, very rare opportunity to study this gray area between life and death.
Kathy slowly connects strange occurrences inside and outside the hospital to Patrick, and the only explanation that makes sense is that he may possess the power of psychokinesis.
Patrick, I didn't type this, did I? You typed it, didn't you? Didn't you? There, Patrick. Show me there.
The back-and-forth conversation between the nursing staff felt genuine, and apart from Patrick's deadpan stares, there were many entertaining moments.
The salary is minimum, the hours abominable, and I should insist on the option to terminate you without notice.
Yes, that's fine.
When can you begin?
Well, today, if you like. You can feel that, can't you?
But the real question is, has Patrick been playing possum for 3 years and is now waiting to strike? Number 2, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. Directed by Ted Post and starring James Franciscus, Kim Hunter, Maurice Evans, Charlton Heston, Linda Harrison, James Gregory, and Paul Richards. In 3955 AD, astronaut Brent is the lone survivor of a mission to find the prior crew from the 20th century. Nova, Taylor's friend from the prior space mission, comes upon Brent.
No, I don't want to hurt you. I just want to know where I am.
She shows him that talking simians rule and humanity is used for sport and scientific experimentation. After escaping the apes, Brent meets telepathic humans who dwell underground.
Oh, wait a minute! Stop it! I can't understand you. You're all screaming at me at the same time. I can't...
With the crash arrival of the second spaceship, the film seems like a repeat of the original Planet of the Apes. From the discovery of the ape civilization to the meeting of the scientists Zira and Cornelius.
You talked.
That's impossible.
This particular brand of apes was a bit too human, even for science fiction, so the plot was not as believable as the original film.
You're aware of the reports we've been receiving of strange manifestations in the Forbidden Zone?
Fortunately, the movie's ending was well worth waiting for. Number 1, Phantasm. Directed by Don Coscarelli and starring Michael Baldwin, Bill Thornberry, Reggie Bannister, Kathy Lester, and Angus Scrimm. Something sinister is happening at the Morningside Mortuary. Between the mortician who can pick up an unburied coffin by himself flying spheres and short, dark figures always on the prowl, Mike, his brother, and a friend are sure that something unworldly is involved. I do think it was odd that the local bar was called the Dunes Cantina and that Mike had to place his hand in a strange box.
Put your hand in the box.
Put your right hand in the box.
Well, what's in it?
Your
Just
mother
put your hand
bade
in the
you
black
obey
box.
me.
Okay, but what's in it?
I guess the writer was a Frank Herbert fan. The tall man is as much an ominous presence in the film as the theme music played throughout. Both add to the gloomy anxiousness of the surreal film, which easily raises the film to classic cult status. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel and check out my many other videos from Endless Perception Cinema. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see in the comments section below. See you next time.